Once you're within the Jewish community and you plugged into that YU community, the people that you're going to meet here are going to be the people who you're going to be with your entire life.
So I chose to come to Yeshiva University in order to get a good, very strong education, and at the same time having the opportunity to keep my traditions and behaving like a good Jew.
I chose to come to Stern College for Women because of the mix of really strong biology and science curriculum, and also the opportunity to study Limudei Kodesh, Jewish studies, seriously.
A lot of men and women who come to YU come from Israel, where they had just engaged in very intense Jewish study. One of the great parts of YU is that you're able to continue that study.
I'm so grateful I was really able to continue learning under the best people in the field of Bible and Judaic studies and Jewish history. It was a wonderful experience.
I'm on full scholarship. I'm able to study here only for that reason, and it was really because the admissions office and financial aid office wanted to talk to me. I was reassured from the start of the whole process, we will get you here, don't worry.
Over the course of this past year, I've been working intensely at Rockefeller University to investigate the relationship between stress and our genes, and how stress, which we all know is bad for us, how that affects your genes. And this is totally novel research that no one else in the world is doing, that YU has given me the opportunity to do. That's all due to a small faculty that really intimately knows you and believes in you and believes that you can make the difference.
Because we had such small class sizes and because there's such a great faculty-to-student ratio, I really felt that I got to know my professors starting from day one. And then now that I'm a senior, I'm walking through the halls and I say hi to all of them. And all these professors that I've always had for the past 2, 3, 4 years, they all know me.
I was on YU's cross-country team, and this year actually brought home the second conference championship back-to-back. In addition, I was also in YCDS, the Dramatic Society, put on a few plays for them too, some of them being of Mice and Men, the Picasso de Latino Gio.
I was also on a sports team. I was captain of the volleyball team. I knew that if I went to any other school, that it just wouldn't have been the same. Not only there were no games on Saturday, so I didn't have to worry about that, but I felt like every single person on the team was really a community. Yeah.
I think YU gives you the resources, gives you the confidence to take ownership of causes that are important to you, to take ownership of your college experience.
The small school not only affords us the opportunity to interact with our peers and our students and represent them, but also to really have a say in what happens in our school and how things develop and make changes.
YU is the perfect place for everyone who's not from America, from any country in the world, because you can keep Judaism, you can get an amazing education, you can grow in your career, and you can become a very successful person and still being an amazing Jew.
Last year I went to Alabama and New Orleans with the Center for Jewish Future right after the whole string of hurricanes. So we were right there when the rebuilding was starting. We don't just sit in university, that YU does get out there and with our hands wanting to make a difference in the world.
As president of City Council this past year, I really I had a hand in almost every event on campus. But I think some of the coolest events that happen are the Chagiyas.
I think one of the Shabbases I very distinctly remember was my first year on campus. I stayed in for the Taxor Shabbaton, where about 500 people, both men and women, gather, and they bring really phenomenal speakers. And this Shabbat that I stayed in, they happened to bring the Rosh Yeshiva, Rabbi Weider. And I remember I got to sit at an 8-person table with him for a meal.
It was wonderful to realize that from the hours between like 6 and 11, I'm double and triple booked. So I want to go to everything and I can't.
Yeah, but you know what you drop everything for? When you win the Metropolitan Experience.
Yes.
Which is Stern College provides a lottery at the beginning of each semester where they buy tickets to the best Broadway shows, and they a dinner at Abigail's or Va Bene, and classical music and an opera and different museums. And for free, you just get to go and experience the culture of New York. So it's not just events on campus.
I saw La Boheme.
I think for me the most amazing thing about New York is that it's absolutely the center of everything. I was able to go to Fashion Week several times And being a reporter at Fashion Week was such an amazing opportunity.
As a business major, I was connected to the top of the field in finance, in accounting, and these are people who came to campus. I could go to their offices. I've been to pretty much every major investment bank in this city, which is the finance capital of the world. And because YU has such a strong alumni network, and because they have so many unbelievable contacts who are willing and would just love to talk to you and just to help you out, you can go.
Next year I will be continuing my research and taking a year off from school. And I will also be applying to top PhD programs in the country for either genetics or neurobiology.
Next year I will be starting, I'm going to start off with that.
That was a good segue.
Next year I'll be beginning my MFA program, which is Masters of Fine Arts at the New School in creative writing in their Writing for Children track.
So next year I'll be starting at Ernst & Young in their hedge fund practice. And so I really think the only way that I was able to do this was because of YU.
My advice to recently graduated high school seniors who are coming to YU is to just get involved and take advantage of every opportunity that YU gives to you, because there are so many. Because through your involvement with the school, you are going to have an amazing time.
Pretty much every other college is in some way interchangeable, but YU, with Torah Ramada, and with being able to synthesize that Jewish nature with the academic and the personal and the social, nowhere but here. You're not going to find that anywhere else.
You really can make a difference here, and that is the greatest part of the YU education.
I ain't no fool. I love my fight. And I don't have a mic. Yes, I do.